Hey, 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 this is your recap Auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, y'all are doing well. This will be a late video. Probably won't be any pictures, maybe just one solid picture. I had to go to a network marketing event with my friend. Well, business marketing, not network, but business, meet with people, different entrepreneurs, networking, meeting new people, in here in the city. So I had promised her that I was going to go with her and I forgot about it. So I was like, oh my God, I need to go get ready. So it is 8:30 at night. I'm going to go ahead and get this together and get this up and popping. But no pictures today, y'all. No pictures today. I want to get this content up and out before the end of the evening. So, and if my boo calls, I need to talk to him. So there might be a little pause in here, but y'all will never know. So let me go ahead and get this party started. And I think I saw my girl Jasmine. She was like, "Girl, you ain't got to bang on that gate no more. You need to put the security code." Girl, I'm banging, baby. I don't know no code yet. Until they cast me for something, I don't know no code. So I'm bang on this motherfucking gate so they can see, because they there to entertain us. I ain't got to go in there and eat. I want to sit down, put my chair and cross my legs and see what they're gonna do today. So it looked like it was some pretty good stuff going on, although I didn't watch it today at the scheduled time. I did let it play in the background and I saw Vernon, Anita, Danny, all my good peoples. So let's see what's going on. I will start this recap in 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm so tired. I didn't even mention what episode we are recapping. Episode number 170, baby, of Beyond the Gate, season 1. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Oh, so we open up with Danny hugging her daddy. She's like, "Oh, thank you, daddy. What a wonderful send off." And so Vernon was like, "Wait, couple shoot, right?" And then Anita says, "For Forrester Creations, yeah." No doubt. What a triumph, baby. When did you leave? Danny was like, "This afternoon." Well, I have something for you that I want you to keep on you while you're there. So Anita looks in her empty purse because ain't what nothing in there but a handkerchief and that quarter, her lucky quarter that she had. She looks at Dad. Remember how Mama used to hide this in our backpacks for our final exam? I'm pretty sure that this is the reason why I passed all of my classes. And Vernon said, "I was the reason you passed your classes." What? Oh, Vernon, hush, honey. Let us be sentimental, Anita said. Well, I will concede that the quarter was the reason you won your first modeling gig. And you'd be right, Danny says. Well, you do know that I did have that lucky quarter with me for the Articulate's reunion concert. And I am convinced it kept me singing on key. You had me at hello with a smile. Y'all know I had to drink it. Had to drop it in there. I had a little dessert. It was bourbon in the dessert. So this might be a tipsy recap today, baby. That's why I might put in the title. Tipsy recap. I hope that it does bring you the same magic in Los Angeles, baby girl. Oh, Danny was looking at the quarter. She's like, "I'm sure it will." Oh, I wish Andre could have joined us. Vernon, you're right. Yeah, he's back at my place packing up some of his things, Danny said. Yeah, lots to do if we're gonna make this flight. Okay, well then we was hoping that there would be one more thing that you can do for us before you go. Ow, we got Andre baby with his black leather shirt, baby, and his white breeches. Go ahead, Andre. What you finna do? That damn leather shirt, old babe. So he gets a text from Pammy. Pammy sends a group text to him and Danny. She says, wishing you all and wishing you and Danny the best in LA. Luckily, the right eyes were on this." And then she sends her a picture. She sends a picture of that damn Anita Dupree impersonated with them kissing in the background. Oh, he responded and he says, you have no idea how lucky I am. I'm hoping that he don't go into no damn thoughts about what Ashley said. And he didn't, thank God. Because I was like, Andre, you better not do that to us. You told us that you were starting to fall in love with your wife now. Don't do it now. Child, we're at the country club. We have Leslie and Eva. Okay, tell me again what happened after you told Kat that she was going to have to live with Ted, letting you call him Daddy. I told you twice already, mama. The third time's a charm, baby. I said that I grew up knowing how to fight for myself. Y'all, I told you this is gonna be a tipsy fucking recap. Shit. That thing was good. It had bourbon in it, and a little orange. It was a little cheesecake. It was good. I ain't even have to spend no money to nibble at that damn business marketing event. So come on, Char, let's get it popping. Come on, girl. To which she replied, "You is just as crazy as your mammy." And I told her that she better not forget that. This story gets better every time you tell it. If I had more time, mama, I really could have roasted her ass. Nah, it was perfect, girl. You are perfect. And you putting that little sedity kitty in her place and letting her know that she will not walk all over you. NT more. I wish I had a video. We're gonna have to hose Leslie the fuck down because she getting real horny about see hearing about Eva doing that shit to her. Anyway, we're at the guest house and we see Kat looking at her phone. She's trying to take a picture of the purse, I guess, to market it on her social media. So the light, those ring lights be tripping, so it blinking, and she grabbed the damn light and just threw it down. Cat, calm the fuck down. While she did that, Ted came over there. So he comes in and he says, "Whoa, what the fuck did that poor little ring lamp do to your ass? Daddy, you shouldn't sneak up on people like that." He said the door was half open and plus I did knock, but you were too busy punishing the lamp. Ted, you're lying because we ain't hear you knock on no fucking door. So he makes it clear, like, now, Kat, you are aware now that I'm the one that you're really mad at, right? If you feel like being all fatherly and everything, I'm sure Eva is at her place, waiting with bated breath. Or you can wait until you get to work, where she took my place. Girl, you left, Kat. Now, Kat, I love you, boo, but you're wrong, girl, you're wrong. Ted says, "Look, she did not take your place at work, honey, or anywhere else. But she is my daughter, every bit as much as you are, Kat. Something that we need to discuss," he says. She says, "Well, you could just turn around and walk out that fucking dog because I am all talked out about her." Now, that's not right because Chelsea told you need to talk to him. And you wanted to, but now you don't. Come on now, girl, I'm confused. I am perfectly fine pretending that her ass does not exist. Get the bop. Hey, hey, hey. I mean, we are at I almost said it. Ashley's box. And they're packing up Derek's shit. I mean, Naomi is there helping her. Do you want to fill up this one? She said, "Yeah, girl, fill up that one." Ashley tells her, and then we can start a new one, honey. And that old dingy ass, shit looking ass chair. Ashley was like, "I just want the shit gone." Any suggestions, bestie? Naomi was like, "Bonfire?" I mean, oh, right, yeah, we can go ahead and burn this and set off the fire alarms, and then who can rush in here and put it out. Yeah, he's walking and running. Yeah, I don't think so. So Naomi was like, "Well, we could set this shit out on the curb, honey, and hope the garbage guys haul it off." Set that damn chair is a Boo Boo Brown. Boo Boo Brown. Hey, a Boo Boo Brown. Yeah, Doo Doo Brown. Is that mean? Ashley says. I mean, it is his favorite chair. Are you forgetting, girl? Naomi says that he lied to your face about getting fillings back in his fucking legs. Shit. Ashley thought about that shit. She's like, fuck that. Help me lift this shit up. He's like, okay. So we're at the hospital. So we see Derek rolling in on the chair. And so Shanice is there. "Hey, Shanice," she said, "you are early for PT and I have to make sure that we have enough for staffing rotation." So he was like, "Look, yo, I'm early because I need a favor." I said late, but I meant to say early. Again, this is a a tipsy fucking recap, okay? I can't even think of the word recap. Shit! Derek says he wants to switch out his chair. So Shanice was like, "What the fuck's wrong with the one that you got?" He was like, "No, I don't want a new chair. What I want is a walker." Uh-oh. And that baby took up his bed and he walked back. Well, he stood up. She's, "Oh, Derek." So we're back at the little palace, aka Danny's place, and so she knocks on the door. "Are you slacking off? I mean, I thought your ass was in here packing." He was like, yeah, I was just texting," he says. Well, Andre is there. They packing up their little suitcase. But he says, "It seems like I got a whole little bit of reason, so I don't even have to finish packing." Because she's wearing this black. She must be getting ready to do something diabolical. It's lace, full, it's a duster, honey. She got a little gold chain belt on. Danny, whatever Danny puts on, honey, it just falls on her body so perfect. So he grabbed and kissed her. Mwah, mwah. She said, "We're not alone." He's like, "Who's here?" "Well, I suppose they do have a few minutes. That's Daddy and Mommy downstairs. Yeah, sitting down. They don't even come to her house like that, do they? They go over to Nicole's house way more, so it's fun to see them there. Oh, good, good, Anita says. It's just, I just have a few words that I want to tell them. Oh, here they come. Miss Anita. So cocky ass. Good to see you. Andre, calm the fuck down. Good morning, Anita says. Well, now, we know that you do have a flight to catch, but we missed you at breakfast, and we wanted to wish you both safe travel. And most importantly, good luck on this new phase of your career. It must be so exciting, honey, and I bet just a little daunting to step in front of the camera after being behind it for so many years. Anita, he does not need to be reminded, honey. Oh, here he go. Is he gonna have that old weird look? Yeah, it'll definitely hit different for sure, he says. Yeah. He'll be a natural, Danny says. Oh, so she says. I mean, everybody's gonna be looking at her, staring at her anyway. I'll just be an afterthought, he said. Now you know how I felt all these years, Vernon said. Oh, don't mind him. She did take a deep breath. The clock is ticking, so we should get to the point. I will never drink and recap again. Yeah, we want you all to know how happy we are about all of this and about what it says about you. What does it say? Andre says. I mean, Anita was like, duh, nigga, that you're a unit. You're one. And everybody can see that shit. That is so true, because that's what we be talking, honey. Over in the Rascal Land, we say they is so cute together. You have surprised us all by what you become. And we just want you to know what a wonderful surprise that it's been. So what do y'all say? Y'all really shocked that Danny is not waving pow pows and slapping shit out of people and wiping off desks with golf clubs and cussing out people and drink? Y'all happy that she ain't going through that shit no more? But yet y'all didn't want her to be with Andre. Pick your poison, honey. And we haven't been, shy at all about offering warnings and advice due to your surprise wedding. But we have been remiss about absolutely making one thing clear. We are so pleased to welcome you to the family, Andre. He feels welcomed. Ain't that beautiful? Today, little girl, you are deemed the queen of comebacks. We're back at the damn country club with Leslie and Eva. Ow! And I am not annoyed that you did not stand up for your wonderful mama and check that little spoiled kitty cat for calling me cray cray. Cause you wheeze, bee. I promise, mama, next time, okay? I just couldn't pass up putting her in her place, especially in front of Tomas. Look, mama, she's had it in for me since the day I started working for Nicole. And that was all about her thinking that that was not good enough for Nicole. Not for Tomas, not for her family, not for anyone. Well, she has always been her daddy's privileged little princess her whole life. But now, honey, it is your turn to wear the tiara. And just like you said, she's just gonna have to get used to it. We both know why you're harping on this, mama. And I know that you don't want to hear what I have to say about you and dad. I love you, boo. You know I do. But I do not need your negativity about who I have designs on, okay? Designs on, honey? You are throwing yourself at him like you're some fucking groupie with all excess pants. I am simply offering friendship. And you have no idea, honey bunny, how this would end. So what? You can't just be happy for me, girl. I am just managing your expectations as per usual. Well, maybe mommy doesn't need that. Thanks to you, Ted sees my charitable heart. And my money did save Mr. Linguini. Linguini? Linguine? Who? What's his name? Linguini. Ooh, is Mr. Lindquist's mama. Same thing. Heartless bitch. Look, I didn't ask for your help so you can make another play at Ted. Maybe not consciously, but you knew what kind of effect it would have on me. It's because of you, baby, that I got one step closer to Tad's bed. That's so nasty. Oh, she's so thirsty. When I tell you I don't like seeing a thirsty woman, I just don't. And especially as somebody as beautiful as she is and rich. Girl, your throat is so dry. So go on, girl. Stand up and take a bow. Ooh, yes. And she gives Eva an applause. Eva was looking like, ooh, you look so nasty, mama. Come, sit with me. We're back at the guest house with Theodore and Catherine. So we're not going to go through the whole spiel. He's going to pretty much break it down, saying that he asked Eva to call him Pappy. It is true. But pretty much, Eva can never take her place and vice versa. We already know what the whole conversation. Now, if they say something good, I'm gonna come on this microphone tipsy and just say what the fuck he said. So he never told her. I told Eva she can call me dad, but I never told your ass to stop. She's like, as if I even could. That's why I'm so damn upset. Okay, be upset, cat. She pretty much says if he didn't mean that much to her, then having Eva come, have a place in his life, it wouldn't mean a damn thing to her. He was like, look, baby, life ain't like no pie. You just don't eat everything and it ain't no more left, girl. Now, you put yourself in my shoes. Now, if I had known about Eva, your ass would be growing up together with her. Y'all will be besties. You will be loving her, knowing her, hugging her. Y'all be so in love with each other. You know that's the truth. I doubt that. Why in the fuck would you even think you might not have known what it was like, child? You keep saying if he had known about Eva, she would have had more. Went to the same schools, had the wonderful advantages that Cat takes for granted. So he pretty much says that, Eva came in their lives way too late, and she was like sneakily. He was like, because of Dana. He said, look, I failed your mama as a husband, but I am not gonna fail you as a pappy. So she kind of sidesteps and go picks up the broken damn ring light. Poor ring light. Now she threw the broken lamp on the ground, and she was grabbing her face with her back to the camera. That whole action was just, I thought she was gonna scream because how tense she was looking from the bike. But no, she didn't. She just turned around. I was like, now I don't know if that was a very good um thing to do during that scene, but hell, she's getting paid. I'm not. Anyway, he was like, look, I love seeing you smile and happy, baby. But when you don't, I feel like I'm the one that's stabbed in the heart. That's how much I love you, he says. She said, well, your ass love me that much, then you should know how it feels to have a stab in the heart, to see you treating her like my fucking equal. Now, I might have skipped some damn words, but remember, this is a tipsy recap, okay? So what I just said, it might not make no sense. Just stick with me, y'all. I promise we're gonna get through this. We're back at the hospital. We see Derek and Shanice. He's going through his physical therapy work. He's doing this for Ashley, right? He ain't doing all that work for himself to get out there to be a firefighter. He's doing this all for her. So he's really doing well. And Shanice is like, I'm over the moon, honey. I really am. But please tell me, she says, that you claim clean to your beautiful fiance. He ain't say shit. She's like, come on, nigga, tell me what you tell her or not. He was like, well, I more likely I showed her. So shit, she needs to start speaking in tongues. Hallelujah. Da, da, da. So why the fuck you feeling sad? Your ass should be home with Ashley setting a date. He was like, yeah, about that. No, there's not gonna be a wedding. Ashley, she ended everything the other night. So back at Ashley's box with Ashley and Naomi trying to lift up that old nasty doo-doo brown chair, and they act like they can't pick that shit up. That chair don't look that fucking heavy. She's talking about is that nasty old chair is heavier than it looks. That chair don't look that heavy, girl. So for the damn chair to be nasty, right after Ashley touches the chair, she rubs her fingers all through her hair. I know y'all be like, sure, share the pictures. I ain't sharing no pictures tonight. It's late. I'm tipsy. Y'all might get another picture from another scene on this damn video if I take the pictures tonight. Y'all gonna be like, Auntie, girl, what you take? Why you taking a picture of down Ashley's elbow for? So she looks at Naomi, is like, girl, if I'm real about it, girl, I could have been more honest with his ass too. How? Naomi says, girl, I didn't tell you that. I saw Andre a couple of days ago. And Naomi says, although Naomi told her ass that she didn't want her mama to be hurt, didn't Naomi make that real fucking clear? I saw my mama when she went through that bullshit with Haley and my dad. Don't take her through this. And she, as soon as Naomi left, her ass was, we need to talk, Andre. So she continues on and says, he told me that he was falling in love with his wife, aka your mom. Like she's offended. I guess my timing is really lousy, huh? Yes, girl, it is. So Naomi was like, well, so maybe you had some leftover feelings for Andre when you got back with Derek. But that ain't nothing, girl, like that motherfucker, Derek, making you believe that he was completely still damn paralyzed. She said that's apples and eggplant. That's a really bad analogy. Because we know who's the eggplant, y'all. She says that, well, either you're honest and you're not, or, and I wasn't. She wasn't honest. At least she owns it. There's that binary thinking of yours, either or. She's like, well, girl, I am a nurse. It does come in handy. She's like, yeah, but not so much in relationships. Cause I mean, bestie. I mean, you do understand that it's not Derek either or Andre, right? Why did I, child? We gonna get through this. Like there is a whole world of possibility out there for your ass, girl. And when you explore them, maybe you'll find out something about yourself too. Andre told me that once. Ashley says. I'm like, oh, so now you're gonna fall in love with Naomi because she told you the same thing that Andre told you. Andre's like, bitch, Andre is not available, all right? In more ways than one. He's heading to Los Angeles with my mom today. And she blinking and you know what? I do hope that they have a great fucking trip. And that is the truth. Wow. We're back at the little palace, aka Danny's house. And so that's his response to when the Duprees said, welcome to the family, Trey. Andre says, we've had a whole lot of damn conversations, but this one right here is a real big, huge fucking surprise. When Danny and I got back from Vegas, I'm sure everybody was trying to twist themselves into pretzels, trying to figure the fuck out what the fuck the have y'all did. We definitely shook things up, Andre says. Oh, Anita says, you did a lot more than that even before Vegas. Now, we can't be honest here, Vernon says. Anita and I had very big, huge, fucking serious doubts about you getting together due to well, for the obvious reasons. And you, my wild child, I was convinced that you had finally gone all the way around the bed. And he said I lost your whole damn mind. Not whole damn mind, Vernon. I mean, you didn't say anything like that, Daddy. After all these years, honey, of being a daddy's girl, you don't know how it damn works. Your father's disapproval would have only led to one thing. You being more determined to do whatever the fuck you wanted to do. It's cool, though, that they have accepted Andre. They seem to have never accepted Bill, so this is interesting. Okay, truth, Danny says, but we are so pleased to be wrong about this. And I am thrilled, Anita says, that you are out of that awful Bill induced spiral. But more than that, you've come alive again, Danny. And she has. Now, that bitch got, I'm going to talk about this shit now. She got this damn, like I said, she got me wearing mixed metal shit now. That mixed metal necklace that heifer got on, I'm talking about Anita, that thing is no. I see that fire in you, girl. Our confident, fearless, take no prisoner force of nature is back, baby. And that's what he said. Remember months ago, Andre said that, she has a fire. Even though she didn't see that fire at that moment, he told her that that is there. He sees it. She just had to see it. And I think that he helped her see that fire. That spark, baby. Yeah, that burn. And Andre, we know that you've played a big role in that. He said all I did was treat Danny the way that she deserved to be treated. I hope that this lady don't hurt this boy heart. Cause he ain't thinking about Ashley. I just knew that he was gonna be drifting off, looking out at us, thinking about what Ashley told him. But she is definitely an afterthought, honey. Not even a thought, really. He said, no games, just respect. He was leading like a grown man when he said that. Danny was like, honey, you've never once let me fall. And in fact, you've held me up until I can do it for myself. And here we go, off to a land of glitz, glamour, and beautiful sunsets to make a new start. He says, yeah, back in front of that camera where you belong. She says, and I get to do that shit with my gorgeous, amazing man by my side. Getting ready to smile for the camera, shy boy. And he gives this little awkward smile. Now, come on, Andre. You know you did good on that photo shoot, boy. You can say I told you so, Shanice. I deserve it. We're back at the hotel. See? Hospital, all right, Shar? And you can tell me, that you was right, girl. You warned me, baby. Yeah, he said that. Stop covering up all the progress that I've made. So we're gonna see what they talking. If not, next scene. If so, I'll be back. So he talks about, how stupid he was, how he was living in his fantasy in his head about the fact of her wanting to see him walk down the aisle, which is really was his idea. And then he tells Shanice, now that I think about it, you were right. Duh. She's like, let's back up, Shanice says. And I'm not the type of person that says I told you so. He's like, yes, you are. She said, okay, well, I will say that shit, but I'm not the type of girl that would try to kick a man while he's down. So he said, well, it don't matter if you do. I've been kicking myself for days, and whatever the fuck you ain't saying, I'm already thinking that shit. He said, I told myself from the beginning what I was doing was right, but how many times have you and Jacob told me that I was fucking nuts? She's like, kind of a lot. But if you want to postpone today's session, I totally understand it, baby. I get it. He was like, no, no sympathy. That's the last thing I fucking need. Now that I'm starting to get a little strength in these old here legs, I don't want to ease up at all. He says he wants her to push her harder than she ever has. She says, all right, be careful what you fucking wish for. Life gets weird sometimes. Talking about the guy that you have feelings for when he's married to your mom. We're back with Naomi and Ashley at Ashley's box, honey. Sitting down, thinking, talking. Trust me, girl, Ashley says. It's weird for me too. But she asked Naomi, she's like, but be honest with me. Am I really being too hard on Derek? Are you kidding, girl? Why the fuck are you second guessing yourself? I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm really hurt. Naomi was like, so what is it then? Are you feeling bad for feeling hurt because you kept something from him as well? Those residual feelings that you might have sort of kind of felt for Andre? She said, look, I can't tell you how to feel, Naomi tells her. She's like, but just like you said, Derek not only lied to your ass, but he manipulated you too. I did say that. I do feel that. So what the fuck is with the back and forth then? Naomi says. Maybe I wouldn't be all over the place if I hadn't seen Andre and got my heart handed back to me on a platter. Girl, you confusing me, honey. Naomi was like, he was just being honest, girl. He and my mom are definitely happy together. I was a little worried about it at first, Naomi says, but I've seen that shit close up, honey. It's like looking at the sun. Well, I can never compete with the guy who's in love with the supermodel. Girl, no. You cannot, baby. There is no competition, honey, at all. Then she had a nerve to say, I just hope that Danny knows what she has. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I kind of didn't like that statement, but I am kind of true with it because remember, Danny made them fucking rules. And if Bill gets sick at that damn Winterfest because he was poisoned, Danny is going to have a bitch fit. She is not going to be all right. Even though her husband loves her and he adores her, he did something that he didn't want to do. That girl is not going to be good at all. Can I make a confession to you two? This is what Andre tells Anita and Vernon. Should we brace ourselves? He says in all of his thinking since the time that him and Danny got married, he was worried about something that he would mess up somehow. Danny was like, well, what's that? He was like, well, I mean, I really didn't want to make things difficult or intense, between you and your parents. The fact that you even considered that, Andre, says a lot, Anita said. Danny and I were casual about the fact of what meant to be us at first. But now he says he cannot picture his life without Danny in it. Wow. No matter what the risk. That boy is in love, y'all. He in love. Risk? Uh, Vernon says. He was like, yeah, coming between you all. Yeah, that's what I mean. He said, I just didn't want her to think that she needed to choose. Any worries about that, honey, is all in the past. So Andre said he understands that. And this type of invitation that was given to him from that family is everything. So he said it was something that he had when he was growing up, with his parents before he lost them. And I kind of figured that he would feel that feeling of having a mother and a father. I mean, outside of Nicole and Ted, I think that they also would give him that feeling too, that feeling of family. And like I just said, he said, of course, Aunt and Ted, let's see. Aunt Nicole and Uncle Ted tried to fill him in for those missing pieces, but he always thought that the answer would just to be like to run off, which is why he did all that traveling. Damn, he said he was young and dumb. He thought that he can outrun his pain, replace it with adventure, and quote unquote seeing the world and dipping his toe into every ocean. You know what he was talking about earlier, sticking to the rivers and the lakes that he was used. All of that. Hence, your reputation of being the ultimate player. Thanks, Anita. Damn. Yeah, that's what he meant. He said that, but he didn't say that. Shit, he said you can run fast, you can run hard, and he said, but shit, you can never run out of those damn sneakers. You can't outrun what's inside of you. He tried to be all deep. That's all right, Andre. As the proverb says, preach, Vernon! Sometimes one must travel a great distance just to come back to something very near. And now you're back, Anita says, where you belong. Right back in love. No, that's not even. That's the wrong song, y'all. Stick with me, babe. Danny says it's just the beginning. When I tell you, she is going to hurt him because she still loves Bill. All right, enough with all this mushy bullshit, Anita says. We have determined, honey, that we all like each other, which is a hard thing, baby. So if you can determine that, you good. So Vernon and I are going to get out of your hair so the two of you can go to LA and be absolutely fabulous. Andre was like, thank you for the good wishes, and I guess we'll see you when we get back. He looks so serious, y'all. He's just, yeah, he's in love. Are you ready to be famous? Vernon asks him. Yeah, I can't wait. You could tell that there's a nervousness there, and Danny sees it. She knows him like the back of her hand. I know that it's hard for you to understand that everybody doesn't play an angle like you do, Mama. But can I just tell you something straight up? We're back at the country club with Eva and her mammy. And do I have a choice? I was just trying to do the right thing for Dad's patient. So can you please not make it so damn weird? Now what's weird, girl? I am just simply trying to get back on track. I told you how real things were between me and Ted when we first met. Girl, that was fucking 30 fucking years ago. 30. You don't think people change? You did. He did. I mean, it didn't start out all hot and heavy, okay? We genuinely liked each other. And Nicole is the side attraction. Okay, we see Jan is joining the girls for lunch. She's like, ooh, I forget how fancy schmancy this restaurant is. Well, I just thought you would eat here practically every day because you were Vanessa's housekeeper. That's what I thought. She was a housekeeper. Jan's been wearing her hair real cute. She got the little crimps in her hair, little, pinned up to the side. It's real cute. Jan was like, honey, it's been a while. And besides, I'm more of a pack your own lunch kind of gal. Oh, well, I just thought that this was a good change of pace from Orphe Jean. It is. So Jan asks Eva how she's doing. I'm good. Thanks, Jan. Mm. So Leslie looks at Jan and was like, but you're not okay, are you? I mean, she really is wearing these little wand curls. Go ahead, Jan. Jan says, girl, I'm feeling real bad for Ashley. Is something going on with her job? Eva said. No, she loves her job and they love her, girls, but she and Derek broke things off. I was really rooting for those two, Jan says. Leslie goes right for the jugular. He didn't cheat on her, did he? So Jan said it was worse, so she tells them about the bike accident that he was recovering from and that he was pretending to be paralyzed and not telling Ashley what the tea was. And why not? I mean, what's the point of that? Eva said. Jan said he said he wanted to surprise her, but she says it. I think it was insecurity, pure and simple. That's what Jan said. Well, pretending to be paralyzed has to earn you a special place in hell. Ooh, Eva says you better hope not with all the shit that you've been pulling on. You know what I think, Jan? I think that you can use some cheering up, Leslie said. And I got just the thing. So she looks around the room and I guess she's looking for a waiter and they not there. So she gets her ass up and tell everybody to hang tight. They've got this special Belgian waffle, and I'm going to have them whip it up just for you. I'm really sorry about Ashley, because Leslie leaves and she tells Jan this. But I'm going to need you to stop encouraging my mom and this crazy plan of hers to try to get my dad back. Because remember, Leslie told her that Jan has supported her in getting Ted back with her line at. Uh-oh, so we're back at the guest house. Look at this. This is Ted pulling out an award that Kat earned because she worked with Banneker and she raised a lot of money to help scholarship recipients. He was like, see, she was like, I mean, but that's kind of the point, Dad. He was like, look, you were able to raise money for people that you don't even know, total strangers. But somehow your own sis will never ever fucking qualify. You now, Ted, Theodore, you said a word, bro. If you're saying that Eva didn't ask for the life that she was born in, girl, you can save it, she tells him. He said, well, she didn't. She didn't ask to not know who her pappy was. and didn't want anything to do with her. She didn't ask for that. She didn't ask to feel like her family collectively cheated her out of something when none of that was true. Eva came to this town. She saw us all, including your ass, living a life that might have been hers. He says, and by the way, the life that you wholly take for granted. And you're saying this, I mean, why? I want to make it up to her, he says, and I wish that you could open up your heart and want the same. Let her do it at her own time, Ted. He keeps forcing it. It's like, I mean, we all get it. We even see that Kat understands it. You can see it in her eyes that she feels that everything that everybody's saying is right. She does. She's just letting her stubborn energy take over. But my thing is like, let everything happen the way it should happen. She's stubborn like her mammy. Kat ain't gonna do nothing that she ain't ready to do. Even though if y'all tell her what she needs to do is right, she ain't gonna do it unless she want to do that shit. Leave that child alone. You don't understand, Dad. She is not a saint. I could understand if she was even worthy or even a good person, but she's not. Your ass keep acting like she's some fucking victim. From the jump, she was sneaky, conniving, horrible, chip off of her mother's block. She came into our lives under false pretenses with one single goal to ruin our family. And guess what? It worked. So we're back at the hospital and we see Derek walking with his walker with Shanice standing beside him. He's walking steady and taking his time. And Ashley shows up. Wow, she says, from standing to steps. I'm really happy that you're feeling so steady. I better go check on that post op in 3. Yeah. She says savage, honey. Mad respect though. He looked at her. She was like, what? Your ass said no sympathy. I'm just following your order. You got a bag up there that's full, only half packed, you know. We are back at the little palace and Danny is on her phone. Andrea is busy bringing down the suitcases down for the trip. Uh-huh, yeah, I'm still making some decisions. He said he got to go over to his spot and go pick up some things. He asked her, did she want to, meet up at the gate at the airport or to save some time? So she showed him. He said, you got that text from Pamela? She's like, yeah, pictures included, honey. So she shows him, the Anita impersonator. She's like, yep, here it is, the day our lives change. He says, for the better. She says, you can still back out, you know. He's like, weren't you listening before, babe? I'm not talking about us, Danny says. I'm talking about this damn trip. You get in front of the camera. Like Daddy said, you're going to be famous. He says he weighed all of the risks and he decided that the risks were worth it. She says, see, there's that word again, honey, risk. He was like, look, girl, you being literal, honey. I'm just teasing. He says she's worth it. He'll help her do anything, and he doesn't mind helping her help make her dream come true. My eyes is heavy. We gonna get through this damn video. I know, like I said, this is the tipsy recap. Whew. He said it was a fucking no-brainer. Sign me the fuck up. She said, well, then let's do the hell out of this thing, all right? Ready to change our lives for good, she says. He says, I will give you that answer when I see you at the airport. I'm sorry, Eva, but I think that the take that you got on this, honey, what you just talking about, what you just said to me, Jan says, is totally inaccurate. Leslie is not trying to win your daddy back, honey. She is just trying to recapture their friendship. And to be honest, girl, I don't see anything wrong with that. So she did support that. I must be too tipsy to remember that conversation. There's nothing wrong with that. But what Mama's actually doing, huge problem. So you're saying that she hasn't been honest? Jan, what you a smart woman, baby. Smart woman. Drop nuggets like nobody else on this show. So you're second guessing that Leslie is a liar? No. The second half of her name is Leslie, Lie. In her own way, I guess, but she took your advice by trying to rekindle things with Tad by rekindling their friendship they had a very, 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 very long time ago. And that's bad, Jean? I mean, Jean. June says. No, Jan. Shit. To Mama, it's just a stepping stone for her real goal. My dad spending forever with her. Girl, I think that's Leslie would have told me that if that's what she wanted, girl. Mama can pretend that that's not the truth, but I know better. And frankly, so should you. See her for who she is, Jan. Jan was like, bitch, you was the one who told me to forgive her. Yeah, I mean, forgive her, but not blindly agree with everything that comes out of her mouth. Look, I love my mama, okay? And I want her to have connections and friendships and relationships with people other than me. But I can't keep helping her sliding off into happily ever after with no, there's no after on the screenshot. I can't help her slip into happily ever with Ted Land all by myself. Okay? Help her make good choices. That is what friends do. Jay was like, you know what else friends do? Give their friends the benefit of the doubt, okay? She just told me that she's trying to get Ted back into her bed and heart by going the friendship route. You give her the benefit of the doubt, and all she's going to do is get over on you, and you will be disappointed. Voila! And Leslie brings back the waffle. I think that's what she said. And it has fruit and everything on top of it. So she gives it to June and Jan. Oh, that looks yummy, Eva says. And Leslie is like, yeah. She notices there's a difference between them two. What's going on with you two? Jan was like, girl, I was just telling Eva that I was sure that this waffle that you got for me, girl, would not disappoint. Well, look, if you want to blame somebody for blowing the family up, then blame me. I'm the one that made the fucking bad choices. We are back at the guest house with Ted taking aim and blame, baby. Oh, he just talked about how much Eva has changed. After she took the job, she got a closer look. She's actually changed. When she actually saw what being like in a family like ours could be, she regretted every fucking thing after that. Just so Kat says, just not to stop it in time or not just before mom was humiliated. You know, let me ask you something, Dad. Do you think that she regrets sleeping with my boyfriend? I mean, do you think that she curled up on her couch and last night feeling sorry for barging in here, getting in my face, and trying to intimidate me? So I forgot that Ted did not know that that girl fucked Tomas. There's a lot about her that you don't see, Dad, and I've seen that all of it, all of it. The smug looks, the got you moments, the attitude that she's perfected, that say, get out of my fucking way. I'm gonna take everything you got, bitch. When she mentioned about Tomas, Ted was looking like, what? Um, she didn't tell me that. Ooh, Kat says she is playing you, Dad, like Boo Boo the fucking fool. Ooh, and not only are you letting her, you're rewarding her for that shit. That damn mess. I got your text, and I was at the hospital getting this thing. And I tell you, that damn Derek is coming into. Well, he's talking to Naomi because Naomi is at Ashley's box. So she opened the door, hit that loud ass walker. So she said the hospital. She said that's where Ashley is. He was like, yeah, I saw her ass, and she's still angry at me. That loud ass walker. Aren't you supposed to lift it up and then take some steps and then and then walk, lift, step, step, lift, step, step. Shanice, you ain't a good physical therapist, honey, if you ain't teach that man how to walk. Use a walker, boo. Lift, step, step, right? So Naomi was like, well, she does have a right to be angry. He's like, look, I'll sit down and let you tell me how bad I was, and I can feel guilty for as long as you need for me to tell me that shit. I'll just sit here and let you just pounce on me. She tells him that Ashley should not come home to her apartment with his shit everywhere. So how is he supposed to move it, girl, when he's on a walker? Naomi, girl, your heart has gotten cold, girl. So he pretty much tells her to be mad at him, but don't be mad at Jacob. He did not mean to put Jacob in the middle of that shit. That's his fault, not Jacob. So she pretty much says that. What did Naomi say? She said so much. I don't even know. What she say? She said about they was doing good and then they had a rough patch, like, and then he got into this accident and she said it looks like things were looking good and she had hope and she thought that the hope could be the same for her and Jacob, and she really could use that hope right now. Girl, that was the Cliff Notes version. So thanks for that. I did hear her say that. So tell me more about this behavior of Eva's you're talking about. We're back at the guest house and Ted is asking the winning question. So let's see what she gonna tell him. So she's like, for what? All you're gonna do is explain it away and how I need to just drop how I feel and be all kumbaya with my sister from another mother. If you're saying that I won't listen, then that won't be true. Dad, just say that we agree to disagree when it comes to her, okay? When you and I look at Eva, honey, we see two completely different people, which is the literal definition of being two-faced. He says that Eva's not going anywhere. Now, Cat really showed my air conditioner is coming on loud, so if y'all hear it, please excuse me. Well, not air conditioner, but fan. No, heater. I'm almost through, y'all, I promise. This girl was clearly upset telling him this stuff, and he's like, well, she ain't going nowhere. It's like Nicole and Ted are so aloof to their children's feelings. It's just sad. He says, "But I'm not going. But I didn't come here to say that today. I mean, I came here to say something else. That Eve ain't going nowhere, and your ass ain't going nowhere either." So he touched his heart. Not in here. I love you, sweetheart. And so she reached in and gave him a hug. So she says, "I love you too, and it's not gonna not what you want to hear, but I cannot do what you want me to do." Who said that? Oh, what's her name? Anita said that to Danny earlier in the show that we told you to do one thing and we knew that your ass was going to do what you wanted to do. So we knew that you weren't going to do what we wanted you to do. So yeah, she says I will never trust her ass and I will never accept her as my sister. She said that's just the way it is. He says, well, this is what you don't want to hear. I choose optimism. So he says never say never is a thing for a reason. So he kisses her hand and touches her little chin and he leaves. All right, so we see Dre. He's still on that leather shirt, but he has a jacket on top of it. I know that nigga is hot. So he's on his phone and he wound up taking a selfie of himself at the airport. And I've been to London Heathrow Airport about, Lord have mercy, 2005. One of the biggest and craziest airports I've ever been to. I've been to London a few times. I would love to go back once the world gets better. I will definitely be taking another trip to London, hopefully in the next 2 to 3 years. But yeah, I love London Heathrow, and I love Virgin Atlantic to fly overseas. Virgin is the best airlines to fly if you're trying to go to London. They have wonderful customer service, the red and white interior and the hair, how everybody's dressed in red and white is so fun. I'm slurring my words, so that means I'm still sleepy, but tipsy too. So let me see. I only got a few minutes left, y'all. Oh, he sent her a picture. He says the adventure begins. See you here. So he's already at the airport hangar, and he sends a picture to Danny. She's still at the house packing. She says, "On my way," and then she looked at her phone, and then she looked out at us. What happened, Danny? I mean, she left him like a voice note saying she's on her way. Why was she looking all crazy? So Ted shows up. We're at the country club. He shows up there and speaks to Leslie, Jan, and Eva. Hey, Dad. Everything okay? Well, I just had paid a quick visit. I wish that it would have gone better. Leslie's like, personal or professional? He says, it don't matter. I'm choosing to believe that it will all work out in the end. Well, there's nothing really wrong with a little optimism, Leslie tells him. So he says, Dana, I don't want to forget, but thank you. It's really something. It's really something how you stepped up to cover the cost for their patient. So, long story short, he tells Jan, a patient needed surgery and the insurance wouldn't cover his ass. So, Dana, she footed the bill. Jan was like, honey, that is an amazing thing to do. Well, Dana was like, well, Leslie, oh, well, I mean, I struggled for a long time. A little generosity goes a long way. Am I right? Ted was like, it certainly did for Mr. Lindquist. I wish more people would feel that way. And so she grabs his hand in front of both of them. Oh, Ted, you are just too nice to me. Eva and Jan looked at each other like, see, bitch, I told you. So we're back at Ashley's box. And so Derek reaches in his pocket and gives Naomi the apartment key. We give this to Ashley. And Naomi was like, yeah, I'll give it to her and I'll take some of these boxes out for you. I mean, thank you. How the fuck is he supposed to take them? Shit. So he says he'll call the guys at the station to come and help him get the rest of his shit. It's starting with Herbert. She's like, well, I suggest sooner better than later because I cannot promise that your shit will still be, in perfect condition when you get back or when they get here, if you catch my drift. Did you know? We are back at the hospital and where Ashley is asking, damn, what's her name? Shanice, bitch. Did she know? And Ashley was like, of course you knew. What am I asking? You're his physical therapist. There's no way that's going to get past your ass. That's what Ashley tells Shanice. Well, if you know all that shit Shanice says, and then you know why I couldn't tell you. Yeah, HIPAA. Ashley says. Shanice was like, you are a nurse, but you were not Derek's nurse, girl. I wasn't about to risk my fucking job running my mouth talking out of turn. I just feel so stupid, Ashley says, and you should. You knew. Jacob knew. When this gets around, people are going to wonder how the fuck did I be so clueless? Girl, you are not clueless. If Derek deserved you, and you know I liked him with you, but if he deserved you, baby, he'd be with you. All he did was free your ass up for the next thing to come along, girl. So Danny shows up at the airport with a, and he's like, okay, let's ready. Let's go. She was like, no, trips off. If you really think about it, then you'd understand. Girl, I don't understand, girl. Oh, I think what happened, like, one of y'all rascals out there said that your friend saw Tomas in the bed with Eva again. That was the first time they had started kissing. They were kissing. Remember, they were in the hotel a long time ago. Remember, Eva doesn't stay in the hotel anymore. So she stays at the rat trap. So your friend might have seen Tomas and Eva kissing from the first time. That's when Kat was hiding underneath the bed. So that's what she probably saw. She thought it was a newer episode, but no, that was a rerun because all they've been doing is showing at the end is the articulates, them fuss, old stuff. They haven't showed anything new. So that's what your friend saw, boo. I think it was who said it. I'm tipsy. So please tell me, was it Crystal? It might have been Crystal. I think it was Crystal. Crystal, your friend, she saw what she saw, but no, Tomas is not going to be, unless there's something else that she doesn't know about and she done seen in a dream or prophecy that God gave her. That was an old clip from when they were kissing in the hotel the first time, and Kat was hiding underneath the bed. And I think that did he stop her or I can't remember, but that's an old clip. So yeah, she saw it, but it wasn't nothing new. So that's what happened. You probably already told me that in the comments, but yeah. But anyway, let me go in and get this thing done, uploaded, and yeah. So hopefully I get this thing up tonight. Because sometimes it takes forever for it to render and then upload, but we're going to do what we can do. And I will see y'all in the next video. I should be back to my normal regular self, but this was a tipsy recap. All right. All right. Love you. Bye.